Hey everyone, hopefully you can see us. We'll bring my computer up because I'm not confident in our new software. Okay, so it says we're live. And let's see. So we're live on there. Let's see if I'm live on Twitch. We are, but it's already buffering. That has me nervous. Alright, so welcome everyone to our studio tour. We'll be right back.
Hold on.
Hi everyone. Oh, today I'm trying to keep my power word of balance. So this guy here has been taking down Christmas decoration, which is a big job. However, there is a certain shelf in our stairways that you have to, I constantly say, be very careful taking stuff down because it's not hinged into the wall right. So someone must have unhinged it from the wall.
I thought it was hinged when I cleaned it, and I just put it right back on.
Oh.
So it must not have been on there tight enough.
So now we have a whole bunch of broken frames.
Yes.
So we're off to a good start. All right. So hello, Miss Allison. You might need to come over here with drinks. Stat after this. Oh, such is life. So, hello everyone as you're coming in. We're using a brand new broadcasting software. This is called eCam. We don't know a lot about it. We haven't done enough research. So, we spent a good 45 minutes trying to figure out how we can use a handheld camera to show you everything, to which we, meaning Sean, does not answer. So they can't hear us.
Everybody says it was echoey, so I turned off one of the webcams, and then they said it was fine.
Oh, it is? I can see. Just a sec. We are, let's see here how it sounds. That's the nice thing is we're not using our webcam, so I should be able to see how it sounds. Hold please, and then we'll give you the official tour.
He said it was fine.
Oh, it is? I can see. Just a... Okay, cool. All right, guys. So I know. So just to let you guys know, this is our first time using it. So our mics, we're not using the mics we normally wear. The mics are on the cameras and stuff. So there's definitely room for improvement. We have this eCam software. Now, the reason we are going to eCam, just so you guys know, is we've used Switcher Studios now for 2 years. Switcher Studios relies 100% on Wi-Fi. And what this means is your phones have to be on it, the computer, everything. So if your Wi-Fi dips, everything stops. And that's where we would just completely lose everyone. So the nice thing on eCam is we have way more control. We can add better cameras, mics. We're still trying to figure out all of that. We're very much in infancy days, aren't we?
We are.
Oh, yes. So let's go ahead and explain why we did this. A lot of people asking why we moved. So when we first started, and I would love to take you around and show you, but we don't have a mobile camera, unfortunately. But when I first started my original journey into the crafting world, we were in a room that's actually just on this side of us. It's probably 10 feet by what would you say?
This room or
yeah, this room.
This room is 11.5 by 14.
11.5 by 14. No, not this room.
Oh,
that
little room. That's that's probably 6 by 8.
Yeah.
10 by 8.
So that's where everything started. I wasn't broadcasting. You can monitor comments and stuff. So, okay. Okay, so I'll say this again real quick to everyone. We understand our sound might be off, our video might be off, our transitions might be off. It may not be our best live to date, and we get that. We're going to work out all the kinks and do an official grand tour of everything and stuff. So we are literally the only way to test this is by doing like a live and showing and getting feedback and stuff. So thanks for the feedback. We'll figure out the sound and get that, and we'll get it all addressed. So basically, I went from a teeny tiny room to a larger room, and that's where we started doing a lot of our videos. And as Chalk Couture took off, I moved from there because we couldn't really do any camera movements in there. We actually had cameras held by little clamps, and we were sitting in chairs, didn't have a lot of room. So we moved to our living room, and it was in the corner of a living room, and we would broadcast there. But the problem with that was it's literally always there, which was fine, but it was, you can never just, shut the door and get away. So my word of the year is balance. I'm going to be balanced work life and personal life, balanced yin and yang, balanced highs and lows, like highs, great Ken from the car, lows, not so great Ecamm experience. Lows, not so great picture frames falling. Highs, picture frames are replaceable.
Yes.
So, balance. So, I asked Sean if we could move somewhere else. So my options were to either actually move to a studio somewhere else or find a place in the house. The room we are standing in used to be the place we housed our dogs when we were gone. It was actually divided by a big fence that ran like this, and this whole area here had a ton of shelves with all of our Halloween and Christmas decor. Our Christmas tree was back here, and when we were gone during the day, the dogs would stay here when we were at work. Thus, they had a safe place to be inside. Our dogs are old enough and have been trained to where they can roam free, plus we're here during the day. So this room basically was essentially holding a lot of Christmas and Halloween decorations. So for about 2 years, Sean has been begging for a shed outdoors, to which I've been saying no because it was a lot of money. But then our garage was full of stuff. This room was full of stuff. Other rooms were full of stuff. And one day we may have left open the garage and some stuff got stolen. So I said, okay, we do need a shed. So we bought a shed.
Yep.
I think we've shown that, haven't we?
We have.
And we've moved all of our decor out here, which gave us this room to make our studio. So, but highs and lows, balance. Great space. Really far away from the Wi-Fi. Like opposite direction. Yeah. So right now, if the quality is not there, it is because we're on Wi-Fi, and the overall goal is to eventually be...
We're actually hardwired on this one.
Oh, we're hardwired on this one. I guess. I don't know. So anyways, this room is how big now?
This room is 11 by 14.
11 by 14. And we came in here, and I'm going to show you a couple things before we do the tour because we've ran into so many obstacles. I thought it would be wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. A little harder than we thought. Number one, obviously, was lighting. Lighting.
Yes,
so
yes.
I'm going to show you what it looks like without our lighting. So imagine this lighting's not here because this lighting didn't exist.
Yeah, it actually existed more.
So when we first saw this, I said, well, we look like Dexter killing people. This is not very welcoming for Chalk Tour or Cricut or anything. This is not fun. However, I also didn't want our big studio lights. So I'll show you our studio lights.
Big, giant, what they call softbox lights. Some of you may even have these.
So these are our studio lights. They work great, but they're heavy. And if a dog's tail just barely hits it, they fall over. And they take up a lot of room. So I did not want those, Sean.
That's right. Heidi, we have the Orbi as well, but ours is like way back there. And the other one is upstairs, so that's why back here, and as you can see, we are surrounded by concrete.
Yeah.
And
so
that popped off. Just to let you know. I think your light hit it.
Oh no. I'm on it.
Perfect. And so back here, the Wi-Fi drops quite a bit back here.
So I knew, so when Sean wanted to move it back here, I did tell him I don't want any wires hanging. So we spent a good amount of time on Sean rewiring lighting. That's recessed.
Yep.
And what you see back here will be, I'll eventually go over that. But then I said, lighting, what are we going to do? And here's the funny thing. Sean went and tried researching lighting hundreds upon hundreds, and he didn't know that I found a Kickstarter campaign that had lighting for $30 for 5,000 lumens, which is bright. I bought 2 of them. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn off all of our lights so you can see how bright these things are. So these are our overhead lights off. So I'm going to plug in the, if I can find them. Uh-oh, it's just that. It's so dark I don't see it. Okay, just that. I got to at least pretend. Okay, so super dark and...
And those are just the 2 lights.
Yeah. So those are just the 2 lights. That's our overhead light. These things are being softened. I'll have Sean grab the camera. We have a mobile type camera. Can you grab that to show people? So we'll switch to this camera and I'll point to them. So these are...
One moment.
Sorry, once again, eCam's new. So these are the lights and they are being diffused right now because this is how bright they are without the diffuser. Can you show them directly on? Yeah. Shield your eyes. Super bright, so we're diffusing them. They're itty bitty. They're held up with magnets, so it's super nice. We can actually just take them off, and they barely weigh anything. These were $25 a piece. I don't know when they're going to come back. And we went ahead and wired everything, so all the wires are up here that go to them, and then they plug in down here. So that is our lighting situation. So you can see we're in an unfinished room, and it won't be this way for long. Sadly, our Sears is going out of business. So sad. But the great thing is they have a whole bunch of display stuff that is super cheap. So we're eventually going to have this whole back wall is going to be nothing but bookcases full of artwork and our product and Chalkatura product. We're going to finish a little bit of this wall. Our beams will always be exposed, so this way we can move stuff. Our good friends at Archon are sending us a camera configuration because we're going to have it to where all of our cameras are positioned. We never move them. They're exactly where we want them, and we can use eCam to zoom in and out and stuff. This space has given us a ton of room to move around. So we have, of course, our main area here. We have a ton of room now back here. The washroom to wash our stuff is right out the door. And we have another room right next to us that is going to be my staging room. So all my surfaces are kept in there, and we'll have background with wood and everything to where I can stage photos, take it. The biggest reason for all of this is I can shut doors and it can be completely closed off. Because like when we had Christmas here, all of this was in the corner. It's in the way. It's blaring. We have to find a place to hide everything. And now we won't. It literally will be set up, enter, done.
Right. Somebody was asking who's the company that makes these lights?
They were a Kickstarter, and I want to say their name was... Okay, I'm gonna hopefully say this. Infinem. Sorry, my phone is trying to get onto LT because our Wi-Fi is not very good back here. So it's Infinem.
Spell it.
Infinum. I'll bring it up.
Probably Infinum.
Infinum? All right. So here is the Kickstarter that I took, and that is the light here. Mm-hmm. So they literally were $25, and they are going to be on Google in March because I asked them. But these lights are, I can't even tell you how amazing these lights are. They're lightweight, easy. Very happy with them. So that leads us up to the grand tour. So essentially, the whole reason for this was for us to literally have a good balance. I wanted it to be where it's out of the way, out of sight. If it's a mess and we want to clean it tomorrow, no problem. You know, it's completely door shut. It's almost like it's its own business and we can go behind it.
Yeah, once we get our door in, because he didn't have the right one we wanted. So
no,
we're waiting for them to come in.
We will be putting some more finishings over here. So this is very, we could have either waited a long time to do everything around March or just do it in phases, of which we did.
You want to show around?
So, yeah. So I'm going to have Sean do this, and then I'm going to show you back here. So let's first start over here. You guys have already always seen this, but we were able to do some rearrangement. So here is this. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to pull out some of this new fun tools that I got. So here is all of our essentials that I grab. You guys know that. I have all of our tools are over here that I grab on a regular basis. This here is Sean's technical drawer. These three drawers is where I keep transfers all the way down until you get to this drawer. And this is all of our paint. These are things I'm testing right now. These are actually competitor transfers that I'm testing to show that our transfers are primo on the market.
Here.
Paint. These are all our paint brushes. And because I love Sean, this is all glitter boxed up to where it can't get anywhere. You're welcome. Because he hates glitter. This is also my candy supply, so if I need a good balance moment, I have some sugar. Down here is just different mediums for painting, chalk markers. We have all of our textiles in these drawers and stuff. Over here is where my paint singles will normally go. Our cleaning for our dust and stuff. And then this is my new favorite drawer. So this is my tool drawer. This is where my Fiskars DIY tools are that I love. I have my glue sticks for my Ryobi, nails and stuff, which brings me to my new favorite spot. Down here is, this used to be the stand that our camera did stand on, but now we don't need it. I have, as you can see, 4 different amp batteries. And I'll show you these in a sec. So tool-wise, I have our staple gun, which you guys have seen before. We have a brand new, I wanted a, basically a screwdriver, but basically multi-tool. So Sean got me this Ryobi 1 brushless tool set, which he then also got me this kit that has anything and everything I will need to do stuff. So this is a sander, so I can now sand surfaces and stuff. You guys already know my glue gun. This is the brand new jigsaw. So this way I can actually use a jigsaw freehand and cut wood if I'm not going to use my GLOWFORGE. And then Sean got me this, or my brother got me this. This is, what is this?
It's a router. It's
a router, and this will allow us to make like beveled edges. So like on a piece of wood, it could do a nice finished edge. And it comes with, or an add-on to that was all of these different ways. So you can do joining, edging, trimming. So can't wait to show all of that off. So all of this gets housed down here. We have our clamps down here that we can use. These are
Husky 6-inch clamps.
Clamps, so I can clamp wood and do things This way I can hold wood up here while I trim it. And so this is our tools section. I'm going to switch Sean here. This we'll come back to in one quick sec. Down here is storage, and then our Sonos speaker, which is one of our favorite items, so we can play music back here. This is just display, so people can see Chalk Couture supplies and display and all of that stuff. And of course, join my team. Back here, this is all temporary. So we are not going to get the bookcases, basically, essentially, from Sears until about March. So I needed something. So this is just the table we had before. Has our hairdryer over here. And then down here is small surfaces I can quickly grab. These are just 31 on a hanger rack. You have, right now, these are our ornaments and tags, the pennants, big pennants, twine, wood blocks. Everything's right there. Artwork's here. We have our trash here, our mats to help our back here. And Sean wanted, I got this for Sean just in case his back hurts, he has someplace to sit. So that is a tour. We also have this here. This is all of our colors, so we can quickly grab colors and stuff like that. So, so that is a quick tour. I'm going to show you some of the favorite tools, though, and stuff. But hopefully, over the next few months, this space is going to get more refined and set up. Once we have our cameras exactly how we have it set up, we were looking at doing a couple different mics right above us that would hang down from the ceiling. You wouldn't even see them, so we don't have to worry about having the wireless mics. The key to that is being able to find a mic system that will help with my overmodulation. Because I am overmodulated, it is trying to compensate for that and stuff. Okay, so let's show them a few of these tools.
Sweet.
So let me go grab a board. You might have the other camera. Any questions or anything, Sean?
Somebody was asking, is there a link for the lights? A whole bunch kind of went by. Was the GLOWFORGE the beginning of your wood crafting?
What was that?
Was the GLOWFORGE the beginning of your wood crafting?
It is. The GLOWFORGE has really awakened being able to cut wood and do different stuff. And then I think the glue gun was really what kickstarted the whole obsession with, as a crafter, we don't have to settle for just crafting tools. And what I mean by that is a lot of times in the crafting world, they put a high price tag on a lower powered item. Glue gun, staple gun, when we can pay a little extra and get more power. So the glue gun is what started it, then the staple gun, and then I was like, oh my gosh, look at all I can do. So that's what kind of really kickstarted it.
Michelle was asking, or on YouTube, how much was the jigsaw and how much are the battery packs? So that's kind of a nice thing.
So right now, and I think it's still going until
the end of January?
End of January. Might be the end of January. I'll look really quick. Let me get you, I can go on my computer. So let me get, first of all, that Kickstarter for you. I don't know when they are going to go live on a bigger scale. I do know that they're going to be in Amazon in March because they asked us to review them once they go live on Amazon. So let me log in and I'll get you the link for the lights. To be honest, I don't even know if they're still
available. Somebody was also looking at a link for the table. Both of these tables are Husky, so Husky is kind of a big thing with Home Depot. Somebody said I saw that they saw these tables there. They usually have them out there all the time. Valerie on Facebook, that's the thing underneath is not a cabinet. It's actually something that stands up this way, which is where our other camera used to sit on. We just clamped it onto there. We just turned it, painted it black, and now it just sits there as more of just like a little table. So that does not come with this. This one here is a non-drawer, is just a table, and that's all. This is a 6 foot. This is a 6 foot wide, 2 feet deep. Both of them are adjustable heights. And again, both of those are at Home Depot.
So this link I just shared with you, which is accepting everywhere but Facebook. Hopefully it will go to Facebook here soon.
Yeah, I think it was.
It is for the indigo, for the infinium lights. where you can back them, and it looks like they're still $29, but it looks like it is a February 2020 delivery. So I'll give you that. The next link I will give you is, what was the other link people were asking for? The Home Depot Ryobi. So Home Depot right now has a deal where if you buy the battery starter,
and you get 2 batteries, 3 amps.
You buy basically the 2 batteries and you get a free tool. So let me look at that. Ryobi battery.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Jigsaw itself is the one that we got, was the brushless one. So there are a couple different kinds.
So, and it doesn't even just have to be Ryobi. They're doing it, it's a promotion. I want to say, I forget how long it goes, but basically it's a promotion where if you buy 2 batteries, you get a free tool. And so you definitely want to take advantage of it. I'm trying to find the deal for you guys.
So what was really cool about this, the 2 batteries are $99. Tools free, but what's funny is the tool is actually more than $99, so you're actually getting a very good deal.
Oh, here we go. Ryobi. So here's the promotions, and it will tell you, but basically it's get up to 2 free power tools or batteries. So basically, if you buy the battery, you get it. So essentially, every time I bought 2 that's why I have so many batteries, because every time you buy a battery, you got the tool for free. So for $99, you get 2 batteries and a glue gun, or 2 batteries, the router, 2 batteries, this. So the Jigsaw was like $139, or you buy 2 batteries for $99 and you got the Jigsaw for free. So that was a good deal. All right, so let me show you a few of my new favorite things here. So this is something I got from I wanted for Christmas, and it worked out great. This here is a Ryobi, but what's cool about this is what it can do. So you can use this as a level by itself. Let me take it off, like so. Or you can put it onto this little contraption, like so. And I can put this in the corner. Now this is magnet. This is an 8M board, which means it is magnet. However, it has suction cups right here that you can push down and also make sure it's suctioned, right? But look at what this is awesome. So once I turn it on, you can see it creates a nice level to where I can go all the way. You can't see it on this camera, but you can go from here all the way up, and it gives me a nice red line, so I can actually get
it's there.
It is. You can see it a straight line. The other nice thing about this is I can take this to the middle of the board, and it's got a ledge here, so this is right up on that ledge, and I can get a straight line. I'll be right back.
You can probably hear them. Somebody must have walked by. That's usually what's happening. So Renee, the studio is in our far back, what we would basically say the southwest corner of our house. So hopefully you can see that laser. There's your nice straight line right down the middle once you find the middle.
So, sorry about that. Someone walked by. So we have this nice now level that I can do amazing things, get nice straight. You can actually take, like I said, this off. It has a degree here that shows you all the degrees and stuff. I can take this completely off and have it run separately, so I can do a nice level. So it was, how much was this, Sean?
It was only
like 14 bucks.
I think that was the cube. So this one I think was maybe 17.
Yeah.
Maybe
so I got this, super excited. I also got, you guys have seen this before, but basically this is the We Are Memory Keeper laser level. I get a lot of people asking about it. But basically you can clamp it into here, and you turn on each side, put it in the corner, and then you can move these down and get a really nice level to make sure you're straight on stuff. And it goes right in the corner. This though, I do not believe, we got it at Tuesday Mornings for $29, but I don't know, your Tuesday Morning might have it, because I haven't seen it online anywhere else yet. All right.
So there's that black spot with the little curtain. That's where the wash tub is. What we do right there.
Yeah.
So much closer.
Can we go to the next camera?
Okay.
All right. So sorry about this, you guys. We are getting to a point where it won't be so shoddy on our camera skills. So I would have preferred to use Switcher Studio, but we're trying out Ecamm, so it is a little wonky right now. But it won't be like that for long. So this here is probably one of my favorite tools that we got, or I got. So Sean hates glitter. That is obviously not been
well known.
A secret. And I told him I wanted a nice vacuum, handheld, and every single report out there said to get the handheld Dyson. The thing on this Dyson vacuum, though, that I have to say is it's so powerful, even more so than their big vacuums. So it literally has 3 different extensions. You can go to that camera if you want. So it has 3 different extensions, and there is a this and a max. You have the bristle one. You have one here that is kind of a direct, and then you have the long crevice. Now this thing is so powerful, it picks up, like it picked up these mats when I was vacuuming. But what I love about it is the accuracy that it picks up this glitter. So let me grab some glitter that I'm not using. Excuse me, Sean. My secrets all over the place. So, obviously, you can see down there just a little bit of how much glitter can get everywhere, which is why Sean hates it. And normally,
I'd freak out.
He'd freak out. Now, what's nice is this has a regular and a max. And the max, just to let you know, is so powerful that it will burn out the motor. So there is a way that if you have it going, that's basically saving the motor from burning itself out. But this is pretty impressive. Are we ready? Can they see it?
Yep.
So then you can literally and then we have the extensions, so when it gets in the crevice like this, so right there, it's trying to suck up the floor mat. We had to duct tape these down. You can't, I wonder if you can see it, because this vacuum kept lifting them up. So once you have it done in the crevice, you can just bring this back up. Now listen to the difference in this. This is regular. And then this is max. And what's great is just like any Dyson, you can see all that glitter in there. Literally, you just come over to our trash can, lift, there it all is. And then all you have to do to do it is you push that down, do that, and you're good to go again. So this is rechargeable. It lasts for, how long would you say?
I think it was, what, 30 minutes on high and
yeah,
something like that?
We've used it on our couch, our stairs. At first I was kind of upset because I was thinking like we should have just got the big vacuum that had the option to have the separate, but then realized in our research that it wasn't as powerful as this is by itself. So that is that there. What questions? Anything, Sean?
Let's find out. Where did you get the mats? Tisha, these are from Costco. Let's see.
Yeah, we got these at Costco. Our drawing rack at Costco. It's crazy. Just on New Year's Eve, so here's the deal: is a lot of people on my team were coming up with these words of the year. So they were saying, my word of the year is this, and I had never heard that. And I was, after Christmas, thinking, what's my word of the year? And that's when balance came.
I'm supposed to say,
oh,
Miss Jessica is here. Hello.
Hi, sister from another mister.
Sorry, it went by so
We've
fast.
had a rough day.
Yes.
I'll call you later. So balance is my word, and it's everything. It's the balance of, I think in the beginning it was the balance of work life and personal, because I don't have a separation. And because my studio was in my living room, every time we walked down the stairs, we would pass it. Every time I walked up the stairs, we would pass it. The camera equipment was always out. The studio lights were always out. It was always in our face. And so what would happen is I would constantly, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. And it was like, I need a balance to where when it's time for me to be with Sean, I'm truly with Sean. Not on my computer, not on my phone, not answering questions, this balance. But then it took a much bigger meaning for me. The balance took on a meaning of taking the highs with the lows. That I tend to focus on what has gone wrong today that I can fix. I'm a fixer, so when something goes wrong, I fix. So the balance of letting go of control and trusting that in the end it will be taken care of. The balance of you're going to have highs in your days and you're going to have your lows in your day, and it balances out. The balance of just having, I know this sounds weird, but having everything in the right spot, taking the time to make sure things are set up for you to be successful, meaning where am I going to put my vacuum? Where am I going to use it the most? Where am I going to have my hair dryer that I can get to it the most? Little things like that, that balance. Also for Sean, making sure Sean has the right equipment for him to do what he wants. So many times, many of our fights came down to I'm doing something and technology was not cooperating and it's out of our control. And then he's reacting, saying, how do I fix this? And so trying to find that balance. What's the equipment that's going to work for us and stuff? So it took on a much bigger meaning, but it also took on a meaning of the balance of appreciation back and forth. And what I mean by that is, I love, obviously, I love buying gifts for people and watching them open it and stuff, but also the balance of me be accepting it. And Sean says this all the time and stuff. I always tell him, Sean, I need words of affirmation from you. I need you to say you love me or I look good in that shirt and stuff. And then he said, but if I do that, I don't want a snappy comment, because I tend to always make everything funny or humor. He would give me a nice compliment and I would snap back and say, oh, you really don't mean that, or something. So the balance of that, and the balance of it's okay to have things go wrong. Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's no big deal.
And most things are fixable or correctable.
This is true. I remember someone telling me, I worked at a bank, Bank of America a long time ago, and one of my favorite workers there, Kathy, said, because she knew I had dealt with, I want everything perfect and stuff, and she said, I remember one day I was having a bad day, and she went to me and she goes, what's wrong? And I was telling her everything, and she goes, is anyone dead? No. Is anyone going to die because of your decision? No. Then it is okay. And I was like, well, what do you mean? She said, your house could be burnt down, you've lost everything, but did your animal survive? Did you survive? Yes. then everything else is replaceable. Everything else is fixable. Everything else will be fine. And kind of going back to that, you know, in the beginning of our relationship, everything had to be done that day, done. Taking down decorations. I wanted it done, put away, packed by the time I went to bed. And if that meant staying up till 4 a.m. to do it, that's what it meant.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Right?
That is true. And we don't do that anymore.
We don't.
No?
Yeah.
We do as much as we can, obviously. It's not like we're doing half piddly work.
Yeah.
We do a lot.
The other nice thing about the studio now in here is I have so much more room to do things that I haven't been able to do. So what I mean by that is a lot of people said paper crafting, are you ever going to get back in paper crafting? The reason why it was so hard is we were in such a cramped space and the electricity and everything that I couldn't bring out a machine and accurately show you everything because the machine, the computer, everything out, it was just so cramped. Now I have a huge amount of space that we can bring in machines. We can do tons of stuff. So I'm really excited because it does give me more freedom to sprawl out and do stuff. We have electricity. We have to the point where it is bare bones to where if Sean's like, hey, I used to hear all the time, I'd be like, I don't like the lights here. And he's like, I can't do anything about that except for drilling them into the ceiling. Here we can. We can move stuff. He literally installed this light right here and that light down there. And I said, well, I'd rather have the lights up in the ceiling. I can do that. I wanted our new Infinium lights here attached to the ceiling, and they're magnetized, so he just put a magnet plate up there, and it's exposed. I can actually hang things off of the wall because we have wood up there that I can hammer stuff in and put wire hangers and know that they're not going to fall and put holes in my walls and stuff. So it just gives us a lot of freedom and stuff. So yeah. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I see the comment that says, I hope you see that earlier post about upgrading my Patreon membership. Well, thank you for upgrading your Patreon membership. I have not, because as soon as I was done with my Ken from the car, we had a rough hour. I'll just put that. And then we started this broadcast, and then we had a rough half hour because it was not working as we wanted it to, which is okay because we have to balance our life and know that sometimes things aren't going to work, and that's okay. Because everything's deletable.
So true.
If it makes anyone feel better, our first time testing it out, we thought we were just broadcasting to ourselves, and we weren't. That was fun. So we were in our pajamas. Good thing we weren't naked or something. Yeah, I will be getting caught up with all my emails and everything and stuff. We do want to have it to where tomorrow, hopefully, we will be able to do a chocolate tour project here, have all the kinks worked out after the studio tour. But I did tell everyone I was going to do a studio tour today, so I did want to stay to that commitment and everything. But in the midst of it, we are also taking down all of our decorations. Now we're going to have to replace a whole bunch of frames that fell in our stairwell, which is no big deal. Everything's replaceable. But also, we are leaving Tuesday to Scottsdale. Leadership. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, I missed the Ken from the car. No, it was a spontaneous Ken from the car. Normally I do my Ken from the car Wednesday, but Wednesday was New Year's Day, and it was my first day of balance, and a certain someone, I'm not pointing fingers, said, you are not going to do a live today because your word of the day or year is balance, and that is not balance because it is a holiday and you're going to do a live. And I said, well, it's Wednesday, Sean. It's Ken from the card. And he said, your word of the year is balance.
Yes.
So I had to do my Ken from the car on Thursday, which is outside of the normal parameters, but
it's still okay.
It's okay. It's balance. Why would I want twin snakes? Oh, they're gummy bears. I like them. Yes. It's like replaceable and balance. It is funny because this is the same frame that broke last time, because anytime someone, the shelf that you sit on, you have to get it to latch in just right, and if you move anything on that shelf, it comes off the latches. So what happened is today they took down the Christmas decorations off those ledges, and what ends up happening is that middle ledge, if you don't latch it just right, it sits on the other two shelves, and you put a heavy frame on it, and eventually that frame goes, and then you heard what you heard. Which is very, very sad.
It sounded like...
Hello, Monkey. How are you? I'm super excited to tell you guys that not this week, because we'll be at leadership, but the week we get back from Scottsdale leadership, I am going to be doing a craft project using the gifts that Benny and Alex got me and Sean for Christmas. It is a paint, a rock painting kit, and a sand art kit, and we are going to do it live, so it won't be this Tuesday, it will be the next Tuesday on Ken's Kreations to show them what we can make with it. And I'm very excited because the rock kit comes with a rock. I don't have to go find my own rock. So excited.
It's very cool.
So, what do you like about, before we finish for the night?
I like the light. One thing, I'm glad the lights are up and out of the way and not obtrusive in the scheme of everything. I like that once everything gets done, or once everything gets here and put away, it'll be really nice. And there's still a few things that we're going to try to figure out what to do, like that thing in the corner where you can see insulation. That should be covered up with something.
This room is not on the schematics of the house. So I don't even really know what this room is. So there's a hole in the ground. We don't know what it goes to. We're pretty sure there could be someone buried under there. I don't know. But this room's really not even here. I don't even know. But I do have something else to say before we leave. Are you putting up some soundproofing material? We are. So that's another thing Sean's excited about is we can do soundproofing, which looks like egg crates. So that will be going up.
The foam material.
The foam material. The lighting does look very good.
Yeah, the lighting is good. The sound will be better. Because right now, these things here have microphones right on them. So I'm not sure if we're using this one or that one. Hello, hello, hello. It's this one. So maybe if we put it there.
Yeah.
Or I can just switch
to
the other
the only drawback to this room
is what?
Since we've last talked to you, how do I put this? We literally have in the house a stud muffin. And it is not me, and it is not Sean. On New Year's Eve, Sean yelled my name, blood curdling yell, to the point where everyone at the party thought someone had died or Toby had died.
Or something serious was going on. So
everyone ran downstairs thinking something is bad, and he just looks at me and he goes, "They're tied! They're tied!" And I'm like, "Who's tied?" And I looked out, and Han and Riley had finally figured out the natural circle of life of order. And since that, he has really figured it out. Every time we leave him alone, he has figured it out. So the good thing is we potentially might have puppies. Drawback is balance. So yay, but this was the room we always had our puppies in because it's concrete and it was easy to clean up. So I don't know where they will be.
Yeah, now we just have to kind of figure out. They say approximately 69 days of gestation, so just depending on between the first today and maybe even tomorrow, just got to see when it really takes, and then guesstimate.
So that means if right now it's January 1st, let's say April 1st, they'll be here.
Yeah, they'll even before prior to that, it'd be like March-ish. Somewhere in March they'll be here.
If you said 69 days, that's 69 days would be January to February, it'd be 30, February to March, so they'd be here mid-March.
Yeah, mid-March. And then,
so then they don't go home for 8 weeks. So March to April. So May will be a hard month for Ken.
So they'll be spring babies, spring puppies.
I'm super excited because I'm not saying that's the only reason we got Riley, but a big thing is Han is a beautiful dog. He's a great dog. He's a lovey dog. And Riles has turned into a gorgeous dog, and we wanted one set of puppies with them because we have a lot of people that would love to have a little Mr. Han and Riley, but we didn't think it would ever take, but now it has. And so now I probably isn't the best time for puppies. Usually you'd want them during the summertime, but they're puppies. They're golden retriever puppies.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to broadcast that on the Ken's Kreations channel, so that'll be fun.
Yeah. Miss Gracie Hammerling?
How do I become a chalk
counter or chalk couture?
So Gracie, if your question is how do you sign up to be a chalk couture designer, you can go to my website, chalkcouture.com/Ken's Kreations, and hit the join link.
Yep.
Or reach out to me and I can let you know.
Yes.
Any other questions?
9 weeks, 63 days.
Allie says she can't wait because she's a good midwife. I am not. I get kicked out of the room.
Will you be keeping a puppy?
Yes.
This will be the first time we keep one.
We've never kept a puppy. Technically, Han's a puppy, but he was a gift to my brother, and we had to take him back for certain reasons. So hopefully it took. We don't know yet. We'll see. But it will be fun to share that experience with you guys and stuff. So, but it was interesting New Year's Eve, like I was saying, surrounded by friends and everything, and just sitting here and just seeing the journey the crafting has taken us. And the past 3 months, I think I lost sight of my journey and I started focusing on the wrong things and I got off the path, but I found my way back to the right path, meaning I rediscovered why I do what I do and where I have the fun I have and where my passion and fire comes from. And it was night and day in a change. Mm-hmm. So I think the new studio, once we work out the kinks, will be perfect. I'm excited that it is behind closed doors and can be shut. I'm excited for the next year because we are doing a whole bunch of stuff locally. That is something that Jasmine has really pushed for, of doing local classes and local Cricut stuff and local chalk couture stuff, and just getting more involved in the community and stuff like that. And also looking at our business through, we tried that and it didn't work out. For example, you guys might see in the future Sean goes back to work part-time because we need benefits, and we might have employees find other opportunities, and that's okay because we try things, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
It doesn't work out. So somebody wanted the story to be finished. Why this room is not on the blueprints? I
have no idea.
It's probably on the blueprints, but it was not during the when we had to do a refinance. They had to bring an inspector out, and when he was going through the stuff that they know, this room did not exist.
Yeah, and so all of the piping is on this wall. Yes. So we could create a bathroom. We don't have a bathroom in our basement, which is kind of a drag. We need to do that. So I don't know if this room was essentially going to be a bathroom, but it's definitely not on the schematics. Mm-hmm. And it was used, the previous owner just used it for storage. Mm-hmm.
So there's water up there, as you can see.
So right here, you guys can see this is where the storage shelves were. So there were shelves that were all torn out. You guys want to come in and say hi to everyone?
So there's a drain.
Go say hi to everyone.
We just got to figure out how you would do.
Toby, I told you're my Ken from the car. I told everyone about Toby's owie. You can see it here. Come here, Tobes. So on Christmas Day, the glass came down and
he's licking it. Oh,
yeah,
raw.
Yeah, poor baby. So we're gonna have to take him in tomorrow. He's had a rough go this year. His word of the year is survival, isn't it, Tobes? Your word of the year is survival. And you can tell he really, really, really wants to be with Riley, and Han has said, that is my woman. Huh. He got it. He's like, look at me. He's so proud. He said, I did it.
Baby Han.
I did it. You can no longer call me Baby Han. You have to call me Stud Han. Yep. Are you a stud muffin? Are you a stud muffin? He is you a stud muffin. Did you do a good job? Are you a good boy? Did you do a good job? Oh, you did it, didn't you? You did it.
There is no egress window in here, so this cannot be a bedroom unless you... Because the ground is literally... This is all ground, so you'd have to dig down and then put a window, but even a bathroom doesn't need to be egressed.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's fine. It will be perfect for our studio once it gets finished. I'm super excited and stuff, but the next time we go live, hopefully tomorrow, everything will be worked out. The mics may not be 100% worked out. We're still looking at that, but we should have the cameras set and everything like that, and figure out, you know, stuff. It looks like the comments are working, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to click that and see all your comments shown. There they are.
Yeah. They just show up.
Isn't that? And you can make that bigger, probably.
And then probably. And then you can also put comments. Ooh, jeez.
Hi, Miss Amanda.
I don't know how long ago that was. But there are ways where I can actually put a comment on the screen where all of you can see it. So if somebody's got a specific question, I can literally put it up on there and you guys all can see it.
Yeah.
I just got to see how to do it. I know it can be done, but I have to see how to do it. But yeah, it is doable.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you can really see that.
There you go, Sean. Fix for you.
Yay.
All right, guys. So, anyways, that is our quick tour. We adore all of you. We will be back tomorrow with a Valentine's Day project on Chalk Couture, and you guys will be able to see how this room grows. Once we get our shelving units, we get our soundproof, you'll be part of the journey, which will be kind of fun. And it was a wonderful Christmas, a beautiful New Year, and we're going to remember today's balance once I go look at the damage in my stairwell. I'm going to balance.
So somebody want to know how old the puppies are? Real quick, like Miss Riley is.
Come here, show everyone. Hi, baby girl.
She will be 3 this February 22nd. Mr. Han.
Yeah. Oh, is he trying to give someone a kiss?
He turned 8 October 1st.
He did.
And I'm not gonna let Timmy because he's got bad. He's got
come
bad.
Here. Can you come back here a little bit?
You can do this real quick.
Yeah. Tobes, sit.
And Tobes.
Come here. No. You gotta come this way, Tobes. He's deaf. Toby. So he's an old boy. Sit. Sit. Don't bark. Sit. Don't bark. Stay.
He's
Rest.
13.
He's 13. Are you 13? That's his bark now. It's so sad. What? Don't bark. What is it? Tobes, are you a good boy? He has no bark. And he's stubborn. He is a stubborn old dog now. Yeah. What I mean by that is he can't hear, so he doesn't know where we're at, and he gets very confused. So every once in a while, he'll sit at our garage door barking until he realizes we're at home with him. Mm-hmm. And then he follows me everywhere I go, and then he'll lose track of me, and he just sits at the bottom of the stairs and barks until we come down to be with him. Crazy. So, all right, guys, we are going to end it there. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you for being with us during this crazy live, literally of the crash and burn in the beginning to the amazing end. We will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.